Eliminate the workplace excuse. That's what leaders do. This is the Career Blindspot Podcast.
CBQ, Juan, what is the resource blind spot?
Courtney, the resource blind spot is people overfocus on using the wrong tool when they're panic and stressed. Yes, audience, I'm calling out Courtney.
This.
No, now you.
Fine.
In a good way. And I'm trying to get you to forgive yourself because you're beating yourself up. We may or may not tell you guys what happened. But if you're following along, if for some reason this is your first episode, we are breaking down the 60-day coaching 5 blind spots. That is the foundation to helping clients, or I should say leaders, career seekers in transition, whatever it is. You want more. You did everything right, but you feel stuck. You got the title, the pay, but you're looking for more fulfillment. But you also don't want to take a hit, too big of a hit anyway, on the finance part. So this will be the shortest of the episodes because this is about the hard skill. And I've debated, do I call this resources, tools, hard skills? I don't care. It's important, but it's kind of like someone who says, hey, I need to go get a degree or an MBA. Why? I want to get paid more. Okay, that's a good start. But do you know what kind of job you'll get? Well, I'll get it. I'll figure that out after. And one time I did a podcast, it's on here somewhere. Is an MBA worth it?
Ooh.
And the short answer, yes.
Oh, really?
But you need to know what it is before you go and get it. And the people who said it was worth it was the companies they worked for paid for it. And it was still hard and took a lot of time. But so many people, unfortunately, I know a lot of people, good, smart people, who sound like Trump, but people who put the time and effort in, because it counts for something, but they have this big albatross of, I'm an MBA student and I can't get a job, or MBA student, an MBA, but I can't get a job that holds it. So it's the tool. It's a resource. It's information. So unlike soft skills, the resource blind spot is, yes, you do need to acquire some type of hard knowledge or information. But I'm not against higher education. I'm for it. Any education, really. But so many people, like, when's the last time you checked that someone had a degree? You know, asking, ICF, International Coaching Federation. Courtney, honest answer. This would be interesting. Do you think I need to go get coached and trained? Would you pay someone who's been trained by the International Coaching Federation?
If I was international. Like if I was somebody who was in like Mexico and I was going to have somebody from the U.S. train me, it would be nice for them to have that, but it's not necessary.
Yeah. So that's my point, is that when you're trying to get your goal, there are a lot of nice things to have, but what's necessary? What's absolutely integral to you getting to the top of that mountain? I used to do this exercise. Hey, you want to climb a mountain? What do you need? Bare bones. What do you need?
Water, shoes.
Yeah.
Sunscreen.
Kind of about it, right? At least here in Phoenix.
Yeah.
I mean, you would get arrested for being naked, but people, you get your walking stick, you can get your cool hat, you can get your noisy Bluetooth thing that you're going to play. Yeah, and those, I'm not saying don't bring them, but if you don't have water, you don't have good shoes, you're going to get hella backed out of that place. So with resources, it is a tool to help you solve a problem or to get to a goal. Like if you want to be a brain surgeon, you need to go to medical school. There's no way around that. But if you want to be, someone using AI, do you necessarily need a degree?
It's actually, I think, not a good idea to get a degree because we don't know how freaking AI works. We don't know how it actually works.
But would you think less of someone that had a degree?
In AI?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's harsh. I wouldn't, but I wouldn't assume. I'd be like, wow, this person either built something with AI versus, oh, you have a degree, so you've taken a course. It's not that it doesn't count for anything, but I realize this. Let's pick on the higher. Is it higher ed? But when people get masters, I was like, if someone says to me, I'm a master of Kung Fu, like, oh, watch out. Don't mess with that person, regardless of how big they are. But if someone says, I have a master's in business administration, my next thought is, wow, this person knows how to run a business. Now, I don't think less of them. I think, wow, they probably went to school for undergrad 4 years and then another 2 years, and they probably traveled, did assignments. They probably have a lot of knowledge. But my thought isn't, I want to be your business partner or invest in your business. And so that's the blind spot of, there are so many things you can learn, but what's the key resource, tool, knowledge, hard skill that's going to make the difference? If you have downloaded the PDF, we didn't put that reminder, also take that survey if you haven't already. But if you've downloaded the PDF, you have the benefit of some supplemental resources that I will put everyone through our coaching. There is the good luck, bad luck exercise. If you're familiar with that story, you can Google it. Otherwise, it's in the deck, where you put yourself through, when have I had a lot of good luck, when I've had bad luck, and also when did I make decisions? Like I decided to quit that job or get that MBA or self-teach myself Excel, whatever it was. That's touchy-feely. That's kind of therapy-esque. Yeah, it's going to help clear your mind to realize, oh, I should be going down this path, not the other path. The other one is the Eisenhower matrix, or at least my version of it. Another thing you can Google just to get a generic version of. Mine is a little bit more digestible. We use colors and concepts, where so many of us spend time in areas. If you have a job, you have to do things that are important and urgent. Come Monday, the phone's going to ring. You're going to have the whatever. But if you work with people who you don't necessarily like or customers, you're going to get distracted. Those are urgent things that are not important. But also, if you yourself are not in a good place, you will distract yourself with not important things that are not urgent. The one remaining box on the Eisenhower matrix is important things that are not urgent. That's the time and priority management. That's the where do I go to be strategic. So
what would you do if you were somebody going through the coaching as like the next step to work on resource blind spot?
So if you're following along, again, do that survey, and if you've had that PDF, or even
From
if not,
careerblindspot.com.
Yeah, from careerblindspot.com, link in the show notes. But even if you haven't, look up the Eisenhower matrix and decide, hey, where am I spending most of my time? And how do I get more time in the important, not urgent? And what should I be doing there? What knowledge or expertise am I lacking that is crucial to me getting to my goal? It's undeniable. If I want X, I have to have this. Reverse it. I've hit my goal. If I hit my goal, what new knowledge did you possess? What new hard skill did you acquire? Absolutely not nice to have. But you need to make the time to learn it. Might not take 8 hours a day. You might not need a full-time experience, but it's undeniable that resource is required. So until you know what that resource is, do the Eisenhower matrix and consider doing the good luck, bad luck exercise. And then a teaser for the next episode, which actually combines 2 blind spots, is the A New Work Mindset scorecard.
Ooh.
When you have that, you will now understand, oh, this is why I thrive with this kind of work. This is why I'm good but bored, and this is why I want to burn it all down. And now I can navigate that it's not always going to be amazing, but it also doesn't have to be terrible all the time.
So join us next time.
Courtney's cutting me off.
I have a meeting.
And we'll see you for the next one.
I make this show for leaders, those who don't point fingers, but point towards ways they can do better at work. My ask for listening is you share the show on social and or with other leaders, established or aspiring. Until then, no talent, no culture, no excuses.